Hello everybody. Alright, we have Elvis, Bloom of Kentucky. This is of course originally by bluegrass legend Bill Monroe. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll jam through all the different sections here, and after I get done with that I'll give you all the details for each section. And if you haven't yet, do me a huge favor, hit that subscription button. You'll be helping me out a whole lot. Alright, so let's get through this here. Okay, so to kick it off, we have this intro, and it's basically just like the chorus progression. The initial time through it, has some variant lyrics on it here. So what we'll do is we'll start off with the A chord, and I'll show you the acoustic style strumming first. All right, and it's a pretty loose strum on this. We're just going to be on A, like I said. Okay, and it's just going to be this type of deal where we're just kind of shuffling along like something like that, like a couple, then a couple down, up, down, ups. It doesn't have to be anything super locked in, just as long as you get that general feel and get the measures right. So you want to do about 2 measures of that A. Okay, and then we switch to D chord, same type of thing. Okay, back to the A for another couple measures. Okay, and then to E for a couple measures. Okay, now we can kind of do some cool chord shifts here where we'll do the A for 1 measure. Alright, and now we're going to switch to A7. So basically just take the middle finger off of the G there so that we got that open now. Okay, so open G. 2 on the B, 2 on the D, open A. Okay, so we went A to A7. Now we go D to D7, so hit the D for a measure. And D7, of course, we go 2 on the E, 2 on the G, 1 on the B with the open D. Okay. And now we do a for 1 measure, E for a measure, and finish with 2 measures of A. Alright, so now let's just try that whole thing up to tempo now. Okay, onto these bridge sections. Kind of just shifts the chords around a little bit. It's all still D, A, E basically. And we'll kick it off with a D. Okay, so just 2 measures worth of D. A, 2 measures. D, a couple measures. Okay, but here we do the A for 1 measure. E a measure. Alright, and now we kind of switch to that ending from the chorus where we're going A for a measure to A7 for a measure. Okay, D to D7. And then of course finish off with the A for a measure, E, A for 2 measures. Okay, so now this up to tempo. as far as for what the electric guitar, the second guitar is doing for the chorus there, and you can even, you know, throw these in for the bridge parts too if you like. Basically, we're just following along that same exact progression, you know, the A to D, A to E, all right, but we're just voicing it a little different and picking it a little different. So that guitar basically is just kind of worrying more just about the bottom three strings here, the G, B, and E, all right, and you want to kind of pick through the bar chord versions of that. Okay, so we're going to slide up to, just a little slide, like up to 6G, and then pick through 5E, 5B, 5E, something like that. So it'd be like, okay, just some like tiny little arpeggiated things happening there. Okay, so that would be for like an A. Whenever we hit the A chord, we're doing something like that. And then once we jump up to the D, it's just that same formation, you know, the bottom part of the bar chord shape, but we bring it up to the D now. So that'd be here, you know, up at the 10. So we'll slide up to the 11 of the G and then pick through those 10s on the E, B, E, okay? Okay, just that type of style and that same kind of picking and that vibe, you know? So then we go back to the A. And when we get to the E, same thing. We just bring it all the way up to this super high voiced bar chord version. Okay, so it would be 13 on the G, 12s on the E, B, E. All right, and so forth. You know, any further time we're going with the A to the D, A, E, A, whatever. We're just basically doing that. All right, so it just sounds something like this. Okay, get to these solo sections, and it's kind of sticking with that pieces of the bar chord shapes, all right? But we're just going to do more of this kind of sliding two-string technique for each position, all right? So it'll kick off with the A, of course, and we just really want to be focused on the G and B string mostly. And you know, if you want to add a few things, pick around through that bar chord a little more as you're doing this, it's up to you. Okay, so essentially we're going to do slide up to 6 with the G and slide up to 5 with the B. Okay, it's just that type of feel, that type of vibe. Okay, and you want to do that a couple times, kind of hold it and do a couple times more, so it's like, all right. And then of course then we'll go up to the D, so we're at 11G, 10B. You just want to do that, you know, a few times. Okay. And then back to the A with the 6G, 5B. Okay, and then finish the first half by coming up to the E now with the 13G, 12B. Just slide up a few times. All right. So let's just try this first half up to tempo. All right, the second half of the solos just kind of starts the same way. We do that A section, the D section. Okay, so those sixes and fives there, and then the 11s and 10s. Okay, but now we have to kind of switch the measure a bit and just do one with the A. So just a couple of them, and then do a couple of the slide ups to E. Okay, the 13G, 12B. Just do a couple there. And then we'll go right back to our A. And with this, you can kind of, like I said, you can kind of pick through it a little bit. So you can slide up to those 6s and 5s once. Okay, and then just kind of hit like a 5B, 5E. Okay, just picking through that chord a little bit. And like I said, you can, if you want to pick through these a little more chord-wise, like you're doing. Something like that, you know, you can play around with it, but the basic thing we just want to do is get to these shapes here, okay, on the B and the G. All right, so let's just do this last half of this all up to tempo. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.